All right, we're live. This is going to be our WWE Payback 2023 review. I want to thank everybody for joining us on the live stream. Everybody joining us on the replay, please comment, hit that like button, hit the bell notification. And I'm your host, Mike. Let's rock and roll.
I'm Frank, and Peacock should pay me back for watching this.
It wasn't that bad.
No.
It was like when you text me though. You said it's like a glorified SmackDown.
It really was. Because, 6 matches in 3.5 hours. Yeah. A Grayson Waller effect.
We needed another Grayson Waller effect.
No, we didn't. Like I said before we went on the air, if I'm going to watch a 3.5 hour premium live event, there should be 8 to 10 matches, and they should blow the roof off the place. Yeah, especially as how much they're charging for this. For the tickets. I'm sorry if I'm buying tickets. I didn't. If I'm buying tickets to go to this event, I'm sorry, but I want a full card. I'm not going there for a glory.
If I would have paid,
a SmackDown practically.
If I would have been there, I probably would have been. But then again, this is Payback, dude. It's not a Survivor Series. It's not a SummerSlam. It's not a No Way Out. Even No Way Out for that matter. This is like one of the just leftover events. So
yeah, unfortunately. Right. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
They opened up the night with a video package of a long, drawn-out 6-month feud between Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. The opening match for the night was in the steel cage match, Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. And I got to say, the match was pretty good.
Until
Zoe Stark shows up. Regardless
of... actually pretty decent. I was into it.
Regardless of if Trish is a heel or whatever, this match needed to go over clean once and for all.
Yeah, to end this feud.
If you're trying to build if Trish is trying to stick around and you're doing the next thing with her, which is going to be Zoe Stark, okay, take care of that on Monday Night Raw, or do it after the match. She comes down and gets in her face like, "Oh, you didn't beat her," and Trish pulls a Bobby Heenan and smacks her. And then we go at it. But it took away from the whole match. These two it had a WrestleMania type vibe. And unfortunately, this match should have been at SummerSlam originally. And I was aggravated that they didn't have the time to fit it in.
But then they shot the bet on Raw. So then I was like, well, it's probably better off.
And this is the second premium live event, second pay-per-view this year that these two have locked up. Remember back at Night of Champions, they fought. And now this is the culmination of the feud. Yeah. And again, like I said, they left it all out there. This was great. Zoe getting into it messed it up for me. I mean, you talk about I love this. Trish and Becky paid homage to the very first women's steel cage match, which was Lita and Victoria. Trish did the Widow's Peak. And Becky did the Twist of Fate. So I thought that was pretty cool. And Michael Cole, of course, did mention those two were the first women's steel cage match. I find it ridiculous in all her matches during the Attitude Era that this was Trish's first steel cage match.
Yeah.
I really thought she would have been in several back then.
Oh, I mean, I don't think there were that many back then. I don't remember off the top of my head, but
no,
it's not like there were a lot.
Not really.
Trish wasn't around that. I mean, when you look at Trish's career, I mean, she wasn't around that long.
7 years. She only really was fully active. Yeah, from 99 to 06. But her wrestling,
that's what I mean,
didn't really take off until I think 2001.
Around there, yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
After the whole, McMahon's thing with her, then.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But I mean, again, this match was pretty good. Becky did the manhandle slam from the top rope and got the pin. I mean, there was a superplex off the top of the steel cage. These two
it was impressive.
Women are going to be sore tomorrow morning. But Becky, don't be too sore because Seth's back injury might flare up tomorrow. He's been there 10 years. It's the first we're hearing about this. I love it. But we'll trash that later. But congratulations to Becky getting the victory. Zoe Stark and Trish Stratus now going at it afterwards.
They got into it,
yeah. The missed slap or she missed 80% of the slap.
Yeah,
and
and they almost botched that move that Zoe put her in. I don't even know the name of the move. They almost botched it.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And this is not going to be a pay-per-view feud. I see this as a Monday
Don't
Night
be
Raw feud.
surprised. Don't be surprised if it is.
I could see it building up if Zoe latches herself onto somebody else.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Zoe's the one coming off as the baby face now. I thought it was going to be the other way around.
No, it's Zoe. It's Zoe.
So we got to wait and see what happens here. But apparently Trish Stratus is going to stick around a little while longer.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then give her another run with the women's title. But that's not going to happen either, because they got too many plans in store for Becky, for Io, and for Rhea. And reason why I say that is because Tiffany Stratton was once again sitting at ringside, and I'll say it now because I thought this was interesting. Later on, when we see this, when Becky was interviewed, Tiffany interrupted her, and Tiffany had put her in a category that Becky was not in NXT, which was women's champion.
Yeah.
So now this is going to be interesting to see Becky steal a moment from the minor leaguers in NXT.
I hope she doesn't go down there and win that belt.
And takes the NXT Women's Championship.
I hope she doesn't go down there and steal that belt, man.
Why not? Dirty Dom's the North American
That's
champion.
what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to... Come on, man. Like, leave them. Let them...
If they're going to do this, then why don't they come up and steal a title on the main roster?
Well, exactly. So,
it's let Braun Breaker spear the Rey Mysterio and walk out with the U.S. title and take it back down to NXT. Yeah, I know they won't do it. If it makes sense to us, Vince won't do it. So after this, they showed this actually twice tonight. They showed the video package of Rollins and Nakamura. I love this video package with the darker Nakamura speaking Japanese, and of course the watch your back. Yeah. This feud is going to be far from over, and this is also, I believe, it's going to also go to Fastlane, probably with a stipulation attached to it. Now, after this is when I pretty much could have, if I was just watching this for the night, I probably would have shut the TV. When John Cena came out, the host of Payback, and he decided that he's going to do something that he hasn't really done and wanted to do tonight. He wanted to be special guest referee for the Miz LA Knight match. I don't know why that completely took away from that match.
For me, it did. Cena had no business being in the middle of that match. They were building a very good feud.
Michael Cole, by the way.
Yeah.
If you remember, he kept saying, "Oh, if LA Knight doesn't win tonight, it's over.
Right,
the magical ride is over."
Yeah.
Like, really, dude?
It's just they had LA Knight and Miz built a really, really good feud here
by themselves.
And I wanted by themselves, and I want this to be LA Knight's moment. And they have Cena in the middle of this, and I'm like, what's he doing here? Like,
and of course, Miz comes out, and they, the bantering between the two of them wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, but
he's asking him for advice on being a host.
What should I do? I think I'll be the referee. I got a referee shirt.
Can Hollywood end the strike so we can send him home? Because this is going to be a long couple of months.
I just don't understand. Like, Cena's a legend. I mean, I'm not the biggest Cena fan, but what is he doing with this? Like, he's like being funny, but he's not funny. Like, I don't think it's funny. Like,
he's acting like an ass,
right?
He's really.
He's like hamming it up, and it's like,
this isn't comic relief, bro. I mean,
no, but it feels forced.
It is.
Like I like the sarcastic Cena, like him.
I would love for Thugonomics Cena to return.
We'll never see.
We're never going to get that again.
But even Cena when he was feuding with The Rock was good. I mean, I'm going back a long time, but I'm just saying, like.
Well, that was the last time he really had a feud that you really paid attention to.
Right, that you were vested in. I want to see The Rock kick his ass, but anyway,
we all did.
So they LA Knight then comes out. They have the match, which the match was good. I just felt it was a little long.
Yeah, and Cena's counts were extremely slow.
Yeah, and Cena was getting in the middle of, like, he would pull Miz off, and then he would pull LA Knight off. Like, he's not showing bias, but I'm like, he shouldn't be here. Exactly. I just want to see them go at it. That's all I
want to see. LA Knight hit blunt force trauma on the Miz, get the 3 count, and tell everybody,
That's it. Yeah, that's all.
No, instead we get LA Knight. We get the blunt force trauma. blunt force trauma. We get the 3 count, but we get the seal of approval once again.
Yeah. He's
Second
like,
pay-per-view in a row,
yeah,
we get a handshake.
It's tired of this crap. I'm tired of this crap. LA Knight's 40-something years old.
Feel, man. Come
But
on.
LA Knight's 40-something years old. He's been wrestling for 20 fucking years. Like, we don't need him. We don't need Cena. We don't need Cena to
not on an LA Knight run. This is not Austin. This is not Austin Theory. And 24 years old, and I need the handshake. Like when John Cena got the handshake from The Undertaker in 2002. This isn't it. LA Knight has been around the block. Eli Drake.
It's like I texted you. I said Knight should have slapped the taste out of his mouth. That's what he should have done.
I was hoping for it because he even told him at the entranceway, "You almost cost me the match."
Yeah. And what does Cena say? You got to run. But these. You got to run with it. I don't even know what the hell he said. He said something. I don't know. I was cursing, so I don't.
I was waiting for another blunt force trauma, and the crowd to go even more. Irate and ecstatic, and then at Fastlane we get LA Knight whooping John Cena's ass.
Extending my hand. I don't know.
But no, let's get involved in something that was built organically.
Yeah,
you had nothing to do, and you shit all over it.
So
thank you, John.
I mean,
what else are you going to screw up?
Vince, it's not even Cena. I mean,
at least he's not on. And for everybody watching, please, if you agree or disagree, let us know. Comment. I mean, because we can't be the only ones that was outraged by Cena's involvement in
that was Vince.
Match.
That's Vince that shoved him in there.
Yeah,
it's Vince that shoved him in there.
Absolutely, I have no doubt.
Hey pal, you want? Anyway, all right, let's move on.
This is not a Triple H thing. Thank God he's going to India next week. He will not be on SmackDown.
Well, hopefully he doesn't come back. Hopefully he stays. He can stay in India.
Yeah, we can only be so lucky.
Yeah,
but anyway,
moving along.
Yes, but again, like I said, this will not be the last time we see John Cena tonight.
Unfortunately.
Now, they showed us the video package following that of the whole Rey Mysterio, Austin Theory crap fest. Because honestly, in my opinion, I would have much rather seen a younger, hungrier Santos Escobar in this feud with Austin Theory than a 47-year-old egotistical maniac trying to hold on to one. That's going too far. He's not really like that.
A little too far, yeah.
I mean, wanting one more title run, that's fine. Being the leader of the LWO, that's fine. But I'm also waiting on when's the turn going to happen. When are they just going to turn their back on him and be like, you know what, you're stealing the spotlight? Because in all honesty, again, I wanted Santos Escobar this whole time. Anybody that's watched him in NXT knows how talented he is. And I think this would have been a much better feud. And putting the title on Santos would have been great. But no, let's put it on a 47-year-old guy for whatever reason. And now either Theory is going to continue feuding with him over this title and not winning it because they're not going to elevate him to the next level. So what's next for him after that? I have no idea. But Rey Mysterio is defending the U.S. title against Austin Theory, which he won from Theory on SmackDown.
How did he win that again? Was that during that tournament and this Santos got injured?
Santos couldn't be in the match, so Rey took his spot.
So Rey lost. Ray lost.
And then he still got a title shot. No, he won that match. Oh, yeah, yeah. You're right. He lost against Santos. Yes.
Right. So he lost. And then he still got a title shot.
Yes.
How does that make any sense?
It's WWE, man. We're following the WCW playbook. It doesn't have to make sense to make money. Well, anyway. That's something Kevin Nash would say, probably. But I mean, the match itself, I'm not trying to take anything away from the match. I'm taking away from the fact that this could be Santos's moment, and it's Rey Mysterio's again. I like Rey Mysterio. I just don't think this was he should have been in this. And not only did he beat Theory for the title, but he beats Theory again here. And he reverses A-Town down and rolls him up for the pin because when he got the 619, but the splash was unsuccessful. But he was able to come back get the victory, and keep the United States title. I really thought that tonight he was going to lose it.
You know, I had a feeling just because the Theory's doing the tag team thing. I had a feeling that
yeah,
wasn't
tag
gonna get
teams
this one.
going after imaginary titles.
Yeah. So
And if Survivor Series is going the way it used to go, because there's no talk of War Games, then you've got Mysterio versus Gunther.
no, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, that reminds me of the time they had Brock Lesnar and Daniel Bryan. I mean, and the tag champions will probably face themselves. So I don't understand that. If it's one more run for Mysterio, great. But now it's important that they focus on what's next for Theory, because believe it or not, despite him being a heel, he's one of the hottest attractions on SmackDown.
He's got talent. They're not utilizing him. So
nope.
Anyway.
So it's a shame, but Mysterio keeps the title tonight. In the back, like I had mentioned before, Kathy Kelly interviewed Becky Lynch, interrupted by Tiffany Stratton. So we got to wait and see what's going to happen here. Will the match be on an NXT event? Will it be on a WWE event? There's no telling. We'll just have to wait and see. So
it sounded like she was going down to NXT. That's what it sounded like to me.
Well, their next event is in 4 weeks at
What
No
did she
Mercy.
say? I might see you soon or something like that. She said something.
Yeah,
Becky said something.
Yeah. Their next premium live event is in 4 weeks in Bakersfield, NXT No Mercy. So it'll be interesting to see if Tiffany Stratton's going to defend the title there against Becky Lynch, or what they're going to do there. So they showed the video package now for the everything that's been going on in the tag team match, because our next match for the Unified Tag Team Championship, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defend the titles against Judgment Day, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor. And I'm telling you right now, dude, agree or disagree, this could have been the main event. The way it was.
Yeah.
This was a Pittsburgh Steel.
Let
me try to say this without tongue to Pittsburgh Steel City street fight match. It's just a street fight. Let's just do
Pittsburgh.
It that way.
That's what Bret Hart said. If you were going to stick an enema in the United States, it would be in Pittsburgh.
I don't think Kurt Angle liked that, but it's his problem. But this match, man, was, oh my god!
It was a great match.
This was the one match I was so invested in watching, and I just loved when they took it to the crowd and they got thrown into the penalty box. They come out, Owens and Zayn come out wearing the Mario Lemieux and Sidney Crosby jerseys with the hockey sticks. Of course, that's pandering to the crowd. They're in Pittsburgh. Of course, Michael Cole screws it up and says it's the Steelers.
Good one, he did say it was the Steelers, right?
Good one, Mikey.
Wrong sport.
Yeah, good one, Mikey. But, I mean, this match was awesome. And, I mean, this became a 5-on-3 match. When it was
the whole judgment. It was the whole Judgment Day plus McIntyre.
Plus McDonough, not McIntyre.
McIntyre.
Actually, I would have loved McIntyre tonight.
The
little leprechaun. Anybody check on him? Because when they kind of threw him in the announce table, it didn't look like he landed right.
But how about Kevin Owens with the Swanton?
He's no Jeff Hardy.
Not even
but it
close.
was impressive.
Yeah, he almost killed himself.
Yep, and
he almost missed the table.
That he was
like the edge. Yeah, but he cut himself. It was the Crimson.
I know, but blood has usually pretty much been unheard of in WWE over the past few years. Why, I don't know. But, I missed those first blood matches.
Dirty Dom saved he saved the pinfall, right? Because
the last one. What about Rhea's spear?
The spear, yeah.
My God.
Pulled the Goldberg.
Seriously.
They took the whole Judgment Day, man.
It literally did against these two guys.
But see, they screwed up. They screwed up making it. It was no rules.
So we had to. We should have known, as many years as we've watched the wrestling, that this was going to.
No, but I did text you though. I said, imagine they win.
I was kind of hoping that it was a
I was rooting
for them tonight, including Damian Priest getting the title,
cashing in. It would have been cool if Damian would have cashed in. We can't get everything we want, but
spoiler alert, at least Judgment Day for the time being is together. Jay Better. Hey, I'm on board for that. Main event Jey Uso.
Maybe. I could see him getting the IC title. I don't know if he's gonna get that main title, but it'd be cool. Something.
Even if he gets the pay-per-view title shot, I'm
Right.
good with that too.
Yeah. So Judgment Day wins. They win the
Yep. For the
tag
time
titles.
being, they're all on the same page until they lose the titles, probably Monday night.
They have the unified belts.
Tag titles. They have the North American title. They have the Women's World title, and they have the Money in the Bank briefcase. I wouldn't go that far. They're definitely going to fight. Don't get me wrong at WrestleMania, but do you think it would be for the world title?
I don't think so.
Maybe
it would be cool. It'd be cool.
It would.
But I don't know.
You know, they've been in the business long enough, and they've proved that they can be in the main event. So, I mean, it all depends, man, on how Vince McMahon wakes up that morning.
Right.
And if he likes something, he'll run with it. But definitely those two guys are going to face each other at WrestleMania. Putting them on Raw keeps them apart right now. So, in any event, after that, they, for whatever reason, and I don't know why, this was just to kill time, they're showing a whole video package on Cody Rhodes.
Before
we haven't seen it. Yeah, like we haven't seen this before from his return and all
again. And
then he's going to be a guest on the Grayson Waller effect. I did like the fact that when Waller said, "Hey, Cody in Pittsburgh,"
we're not doing.
The people here can't read because they're never going to finish the book.
Yeah, but how about when he was? Gee, that's good. How about when he tells him when Cody's about to go into his what do you guys want?
Yeah, that seems to be his microphone catchphrase thing now.
I don't know, man. I'm not a Cody fan. I told you this. I think he's okay. I think he's a good wrestler. I don't think that he's the push that he's getting. I don't get it.
I don't see a push. Not anymore. Right? Not right now.
No, he's still in the forefront. I understand what you're saying, but he comes out and he starts. I was falling asleep. The only thing I remember him saying was, "I pulled a few strings." What strings does he have? Like what?
None.
Explain to me what strings does he have?
Absolutely none.
Right, and he said, "I pull the strings," and then it comes,
But answer the question: why would you do this? Which will probably be answered Monday. At least I'm hoping. Why would you do this?
Somehow to get to Roman, I think it's tied in with Roman.
Well, again, Cody is supposed to face Roman at WrestleMania for that title. So, I mean, if you're going to start that now, good luck.
But so he brings him in there, but then he's like looking down the aisle, like maybe did he say maybe I hope I don't regret this or something like that?
Yes, I hope I don't live to regret this.
Yes. Then he's looking down the aisle like maybe I made a mistake. I don't know. I just don't get it.
It sounds like both Usos have the same new music from last night with Jimmy to Jay now. Well, this one I was because the crowd was really into it. Last night I wasn't because I really didn't care what Jimmy had to say.
Anyway, so
sorry. I mean,
so Jey Uso comes out and Waller's running his mouth,
and he gets super kicked.
Yeah. So now he's back. He's on Raw. Now he's on Raw.
Great.
Even though he just quit.
He's a fan. Yeah, exactly. He was moved to the alumni section. Now we got to move him back.
Yeah, now he's on.
So okay. He's back on Raw. He's a babyface. Who you going up against?
Find out tomorrow.
Monday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I know. I feel like this is Sunday too because I don't know why they've changed it back to Saturdays. It throws me off. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. So, and then after that, they showed a video package for our upcoming match between Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez for the Women's World title. This match to me was a little disappointing. Reason why is because anybody that has seen their feud in NXT, this is what I thought I was expecting this. Their last woman standing match, their how they were to each other when they were in the War Games match. They left it all out there, and every match they had was great. But when they came into this one, I swear I thought of the Jeff Jarrett thing you say so much. I could hear a rat piss on cotton.
Well, the thing was,
at least for the start of the match.
I mean, I thought it was okay, but we knew Rhea was going to win because there's no way they just got all the gold. So why would Rhea lose tonight when they just got all the gold?
And the last time these two fought, Rhea lost. So Rhea is going to get this victory. But I thought it was going to be a
And
little
Dirty Dom
better.
came out again. The Dirty Dom, he came out again, right? Yeah, Dirty Dom came out.
Yep, and Raquel gets distracted. Rhea hits the Riptide, and Mommy is still the women's world champion, which is fine. But Judgment Day is a busy night. That's why you assume they're not done for the night, but
they
spoiler
were.
Until we get to the main. Yeah, they're done.
And a quick note about Judgment Day, that them winning the tag titles, that's just a temporary band-aid between.
It is.
They will implode eventually.
Absolutely. Once they lose it, that's the implosion.
Yeah. And you got what's his face, McDonough and the Shadows.
That's
gonna play a role. But I don't think he joins the Judgment Day until Priest is gone. I don't think they bring him, even though he helped them win the title. The Priest doesn't like him, so he's not gonna be like, oh, you could come in now. Nah.
Priest is going to be the babyface going forward once he leaves Judgment Day, and McDonough will join Balor, Dom, and Rhea. Just pretty much anytime you see a tag team title defense by them on Raw or SmackDown, if they happen to be on it, or even a pay-per-view, just assume that this could be the last night. Because once they lose those titles, that's it. We're done.
Yeah.
And speaking of the tag team champions, the next segment, we had John Cena interviewing them with a ridiculous bow tie.
And then he was like doing his comedic. I decided to. And it was like, what are you doing?
Maybe he should take a page out of The Rock's book when he hosted WrestleMania. Rock didn't do stupid shit like this.
All right. I mean, I don't think that he's taking it upon himself to do this. I think they're telling him.
No, I think they're telling him be a little comical, cut loose a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just not working.
No, it's not. It's crap.
It is. This is not John Cena. If John Cena's gonna host an event,
Cena's like how many times he won that title? Cena. Is it 15?
What 15? The heavyweight title? 16.
Yeah. It's 16. Well, he's tied with Flair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Charlotte's goal is to beat Flair and Cena.
This is a 16-time champion acting like a damn jackass.
Yes.
I don't get it.
I don't know. Like I said, thank God he won't be there in his hometown of Boston next week on SmackDown. He'll be teaming with Seth Rollins if he can get off the gurney against Imperium for whatever reason. So, then they showed the next thing they showed was a video package once again for the main event, Rollins and Nakamura. What was interesting about this before the match is I really liked the anime thing that they did.
Yeah, they're doing a good job with
yes,
Shinsuke's kind of limited because his English is not his first language.
Exactly.
But they're doing a good job working around that, adding like the animation and then with the he's speaking in Japanese, but it's the English subtitles, so they're doing a really good job like with that. It was really cool.
And we found out everybody was it wasn't really a huge question to be answered tonight, but we found out why the Great Muta made his way to Pittsburgh to sit ringside to see Nakamura.
See him lose?
Great Muta. Yeah, unfortunately. I would have enjoyed if he got involved.
I don't know.
If anything, okay. I said this back at the beginning of the year.
Were you just there to support him?
Pretty much. The guy that beat him in his farewell match beginning of the year.
Oh, okay.
Now, the WWE put a guy in the Hall of Fame that's really never wrestled for them. At least have one interaction so I could say, okay, he was in WWE.
Yeah, I mean something, right?
Something. I mean, getting involved in this or going, further, maybe him being his manager or something would be kind of cool. It would elevate this a little bit. The one thing I was glad for, though, in this match is it wasn't a burial like when Shinsuke's last title challenge was, because they did mention, he won the Royal Rumble years back, but he couldn't execute winning the title.
Yeah, he couldn't cut the mustard.
Yeah, that's because Vince woke up the day after the Rumble and goes, "Oh man, I made a mistake."
Yeah. The crowd did sing his song though. Did it sing along?
Yep. Because even though he's the heel, people still love and respect him, as do I. To me, I love this match.
It was a good match.
This was the only thing I did that took away from this is they were overselling the back.
Oh yeah, the whole back. It was like,
oh my god, every little thing he did.
It was like it's like the guy never showed any signs of having a back injury, and now all of a sudden,
in the 10 years he's been there on the main roster,
and now all of a sudden Shinsuke says, "Oh, I know about your back," And now all of a sudden, like
you were in pain when you hug your wife. You're in pain when you hold your
and now all of a sudden
daughter.
he has to show it during the match. It
Yeah,
was
and
overdone.
Corey and Michael Cole have to oversell it during the match.
They're like, yeah, he's focusing on the back, because he knows.
That's the only thing that took away. Otherwise, this main event was great. I liked it.
Yeah.
These two, I can't remember the last time these two fought each other, if they even did, since Shinsuke's been on the roster, the main roster for the last 7 years. So, and the fact that Shinsuke's even getting a push, period, I'm on board for.
Right.
Because he's very talented and just not being utilized.
Yeah, it's nice position.
Yeah. So, and again, even Seth smacking him, telling, you brought my family into this, my wife, my daughter. I'm like, oh my God, not you too. Just let's stop this. And then, now I thought it was over with the Kinshasa to the back of the head. I really thought that was it. He was going to go for the second one, and of course, Rollins pulls the Shawn Michaels and just collapses. And people are still looking down the entranceway, and kind of so am I, going, okay, where's Damian?
Yeah,
because it's going to happen tonight. Everything they've done tonight, it didn't happen tonight. Rollins, gets the pedigree. Eventually, he gets the curb stomp, and Rollins keeps the title. And you think Nakamura is going to do something after the match.
Yeah,
he's standing out there.
Yeah.
And of course, the referee asking Rollins, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "I'm fine. I'm fine." As he starts crawling towards the rope, and I'm like, "Oh, come on!"
Shinsuke just let him go. So I'm thinking, is Shinsuke going to turn babyface now? Because it's not like he took the loss.
One and done?
I don't know, because he took the loss and he didn't do anything. He was just, you could see he was upset, but he didn't attack him after the match or anything. So I don't know.
We're gonna have to wait to see on Monday night, because Monday they either this feud's gonna continue or they will.
So here's the question:
they'll introduce the next feud.
First, here's the question: if he stops feuding with Shinsuke now, right? Let's say the feud is over. Does then his back heal like Wolverine? And the back and they never.
And then we just forget it ever hurt.
Right.
That's why I think this isn't over. I think at Fastlane they will fight again.
Right? Yeah. Well,
and you can bank on the
you got to put
it
over though.
Like Survivor Series.
If they fight again, you got to put him over the next time. You can't have him lose again. I mean, I guess you can, but
Styles beat Nakamura 3 times, 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
In their feud, because their first WrestleMania match was fan favorite. But when Nakamura lost, he low blowed him, and then he turned heel.
Yeah.
And then after that, he beat him. And pretty much that feud kind of buried him for a couple of years, because after that, they really didn't do anything with him, unfortunately.
No. Well, that's where we're not bookers, I guess.
We should be. At least write the story.
Yeah, overall, the pay-per-view, it had good moments in it. It was all right.
Any moment John Cena wasn't acting like an ass was an A+ for me.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so it was all right. All right, well, that's our review. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys soon.
Take care.